Regardless, season 3 tier list, I don't think it's gonna be that much different from the one I made at the end of season 2. However, I will say this, some people will be greatly changed. And it's so funny too, because there's a DPS on here that I don't see at all this season. And we all can collectively agree that they're broken. Regardless, I don't care anymore. I'm stalling, whatever. We're gonna start with tank, and then damage. Damage is last because the newest character is damage, and obviously it's gonna be the last one. So obviously we see the hit here. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had hit in any other tier except, I'm lying. I'll put him here. Did I have him in Z tier last time? You said, what season is this again? Hey, I'm old, okay? I was trolling. I was joking. How dare you? Anywho, yeah, I think I had him in S last time for the same reasons. I think yeah, he got buffed at the beginning of season 3, right? Wasn't his skill 1 for whatever godforsaken reason? He's still annoying. I think he's still one of the best technical characters in the game. Probably one of the best characters in the game in general. He's annoying. I hate him. You're not moving there. No, I didn't have him in, okay. I did have him in S because I only had a certain summon in Z. We don't talk about that until we get to that person. So I'll keep him in S rank. I don't have much to say about it. Obviously, with every other explanation I've given this man, it's the same it's the same all around, except that his skill 1 is even stronger. So yeah, the width of it, which is stupid, by the way. Anywho, he's staying in S. He's not moving. Frieza's one I actually want to move. I think last time I had him in A, I had him pretty high up early on in like season 1 and maybe at the beginning of season 2 because during that time some of the characters weren't buffed in the game and etc. So I guess he could have dealt with them better, or now we just know how to deal with them better. And basically every other character in the game is getting buffed. He's just sitting there, right? So it's like, okay, these characters are better now. We can kind of deal with these situations a little more comfortable. But anywho, Frieza, I could honestly put a Frieza at the bottom of A, at the top of B, pretty much where I had Krillin. I would easily swap him with Krillin any day of the week now. So realistically, I could put him at the top of B, bottom of A. I mean, we all know the potential the man has, right? Obviously, he can defend with Dodoria Zarbon. That's where his damage comes from. He's actually still really good at taking objectives. He can backdoor his, well, I mean, he can backdoor. Beware, very long cooldowns, downside to him. And I mean, he's just fast overall. Obviously can farm for free. Just let Zarbon do his thing and be racist in the bush or something. Start sniping minions. Anywho, yeah, you're staying in B. Not only do I not see much value for him this season compared to a lot of other characters, I feel like there's not much of a reason to use Frieza, if I'm being completely honest. That's just my opinion, right? Definitely could be wrong. But I can gladly put him there, top of B. I'm so sorry, Frieza. No, I'm not, because February is next month, and I'm gonna hate you for the rest of my life, especially next month. That's when I get powers. Majin Buu, ever since he got buffed, was it like mid season 2? Or sometime in season 2, the man got buffed, became usable again. Not gonna lie, Majin Buu's still good. He's still really good. With certain like lane partners, I think he has obviously more value. People with like Android 18, we won't talk about her until we get to her. Basically any like melee DPS. He can work with the range. I think he gets more value out of melee though, to be honest. So right now, I am just going to, I mean, keep him the same because he hasn't changed since then. Since he got the buff from last season, he's still good. Even with some of the other characters getting changed, some of the other characters getting into the game, he still holds some of the same value, right? And there's no skill damage boost, which didn't really do much for him because skill damage boost 2, I don't really think it affected his healing beam. And even the skill damage boost 1 from season 1 was actually pretty good because that's like my favorite ability of his. He's staying in A. 17, I think I hit him in S last season. I'm gonna keep him here. Super Saiyan, wait. Super Saiyan 3 is gonna have a field day this season. We'll talk about that when we get to him. Hit is hard carried by his invisibility. Oh, for sure. And the fact that he CCs you. I think it's a little better with everyone being squishier after the build-up nerfs, but he is still the same tier. The only reason I put him lower, because I had him like here last time. I only put him lower is because with some of the other characters getting buffed again, like 17 and hit for some weird reason, it's like no value, much value in picking him, right? Like why go him when you can go with someone else? That's clearly better. I mean, because 17 hasn't always been better than Frieza. That man I think he got buffed twice, to be fair. Boo? I mean, yeah. But like, I think if I'm being completely honest, I would give Boo the edge because I feel like he maybe has better laning partners. If I'm being honest, Frieza's kind of selfish, right? Boo can enable Gammas. Well, Gammas can do their on their own. A Boo Broly, a Boo Gammas, Boo Goku, Boo Vegito. Because that man dies in 2 hits. He can also face tank for them, you know what I mean? I feel like he has more value because of the laning partners, especially in the laning phase. Everyone been asking me, but I have no idea who's hosting it. Wait, what are we talking about? But yeah, that's like I said, that's the only reason I'll give him like an edge over Frieza. Because I mean Frieza's just Frieza. First off, he's racist. But I mean, other than that, I can see them being put in the same, right? Maybe like this, he would definitely be, like I said, for Frieza, it would definitely be like bottom of A, top of B, but I want to keep him there just because I feel like he just has better like partners and stuff. Frieza's just racist. He does his own thing. Oh boy, here comes the oh man, the former Mac Daddy of Justice, because he used to be that before he got nerfed to the ground for some reason. I still don't get why they nerfed him. I legitimately do not get why they nerfed this man. I'm gonna put him here. He's at the bottom of B. He can be used if you just like you're tracking to skill 1 not ever hit a day in your life, or your horrible skill 2 or skill 3 that got nerfed. I mean, hey, he still has his ult though and his speed, right? He still has his speed. I asked because I wanted to see if you and friends. I can't believe they nerfed my Goku thrice in a row. Goku deserved every bit of that. You want to know what, Redacted? We're gonna talk about Goku when we get to him because I got a lot to say about that. Bottom of B, I would still put him in B. Like, I mean, it's really no reason to pick him over any other technical character, to be honest. Like, I could put him here, but like, I feel like it is some value, maybe. I mean, I didn't want them to nerf. For one, his skill 1 was already like a double-edged sword, because he just get caught out of position and you can just vanish the last hit, and just the other skills are as wacky as well. But I'm keeping him in B. Like, it's really no point in running Gotenks anymore, man, till they do something with them. I literally don't get it. Like, what is Gotenks, like, what does homie even do now? You skill 1, okay, wait till the last hit, vanish it. Like, the tracking on skill 1 is bad. There's been plenty of times where it just somehow locked onto one target and didn't even follow the enemy, and I just got all my hits in that one spot. I'm like, how did I like not track to the enemy? Like, he's like very buggy. He can be very buggy. The idea of him is nice. How he is on paper after the nerves, they just don't line up. So Gotenks, you've been put right there. I'm sorry, dude. This guy, I hit him at the top of B last time, and I did mention this bottom of A, top of B, because he's good. He's used every now and then. He can be utilized, especially after the buff from, wait, did he get buffed last season or the beginning of season 3? I think it's the beginning of season 3. He's definitely usable. He can snipe objectives. He actually has crazy damage, to be honest. And I even contemplated using him because I've gotten bored using the same tech over and over. But for this season, I'm going to put him over Majin Buu, and I'm just going to put him, he's more so like, they're both like in the middle of A, right? Until I finish adding the other characters in here. But yeah, I would give him that spot over Majin Buu. I would definitely give him that spot because he is increasingly more annoying than that damn pink bubble gum. Yeah, Krillin does have damage. Go figure, right? He's always had damage, but like I said, after the buff, it's like, damn, he's annoying. That man can actually cook this season. Crazy, right? Are you done with Legends for good? I don't play gacha games anymore. His mind still stay even after he dies, which is nice. Thank you for answering that, Redacted. Appreciate that. So yeah, Krillin, you've been moved up on my list for sure. Go on. I have nothing to say about him. Go on. Ooh. Part of me still wants to put him here. Part of me wants to put him at the top of S. But if I have these two people up here, he's like bottom of Z. He's always been more team oriented. Like, he wouldn't really work as well solo queue. Like if you're stacked up, you get a lot more value from that. I mean, same with him, but like, I think that's fair. I'll keep him here. I'll keep Ultimate Han as the sole tech in Z tier, even after the nerf. Because I feel like with him, it's either or. Like I said, situational. At least with Hit, you can actually solo queue with this man, I feel, as opposed to Gohan. Like, you're gonna get randos that may or may not capitalize off your CC or something. Or I mean, you have damage, but like Hit, I don't know. I feel like Hit could just do whatever in solo queue, just more manageable, if even, with his own CC. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like you're just gonna miss a lot of plays with this man if you don't link up. But regardless, for now, I keep him at the top of S. But now looking at technical, it's kind of weird. It's like, damn, what did y'all do to my homie Gotenks, man? And then Frieza's like, okay, I guess, but I wouldn't use him over any of these other technical characters. Like 17 is crazy. Like I said, after that buff he got, what, they buffed his skill 3 and they buffed his ult duration or something like that. I don't know, dude. Like 17 is a monster, dude. Like I actually get worried when I'm laning against the 17 because he is such a clickbaiter, dude. I swear he is. Low HP, psych, got him, get him. You know, it's like he's so good in those situations. He can also take objective as well, and his survivability, and just not even in laning phase, but team fighting phase or just mid to late game, guy is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 17 has gotten better and better, man. Like I've had him in an S tier ever since they buffed him the first time, I believe. But yeah, 17 is actually ridiculous. So definitely one of the best tech on the top end half. I'll keep it like this for the technical characters. Obviously, I feel like no one is better than Gohan. Probably might be the best character in the game. I don't know. He's annoying. I hate him. That Rat Han is so annoying. Both variants. I feel you on that because I only use Kid Gohan, but I'm just as bad, to be honest, you know? I'm not in that same boat as this bum, but still. Regardless, that's where I feel the technicals are placed, like on the tier list and stuff. I mean, it looks good. I mean, Gotenks, his tracking, they nerfed the skill 3. It's like, bro, what value do you get from him again? And Frieza, it's like, it's not bad. It's just like, with all, just destroy Zarbon and Dodoria. I mean, he has no HP already, so it's like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are at the tanks. We're at the section with the tanks. We're at the section with the tanks, y'all. How y'all feel about that? You know what? I'll do that. You're right. I wish I was in the meeting room when they were discussing this. Gohan is so stupid. Like, give this man, the only way I'll accept this man having as much CC as he does is give him like 2 HP. Give him a Akuma type of VHP. Yes, I know technical characters have low HP naturally, but give him like literally touch him and touch it down. That's what I want to see Gohan. Anywho, tanks. I genuinely do not know where to place this man. I don't remember where I had him placed on the last tier list, but I think I had him in A. I don't know if I want to go any higher than like top of A. If I'm looking at the other tanks, damn, this is actually kind of hard. Tanks is probably the hardest for me this season. Give Oob HP. Yeah, he needs that. It would be too far-fetched to think he's an S, but I've been seeing him more than most other tanks, which is crazy. I've been seeing Baby, and there's like 2 other tanks I see. I mean, there's only 2 I don't see at all. Kinda. There's one I don't see at all, but we'll get to that another time. Baby's annoying. I don't know if S is too high or not. I'm conflicted with this man because his abilities are so good. I hate laning with him. The only time I don't mind going top lane, it's when we're fighting against the team with the Baby. He's annoying. I feel like, I feel like there can be argument for S, which is insane because I never thought he would even be up here, bro. I go look at my first one that I made. I'm pretty sure I had him like in B. Did he ever get a buff? I'm confused. Did he ever receive a buff at all? The average Baby is an A. Fair. Not everyone can actually make him like S rank value, which I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll put him at the bottom of S, if even, right? But I don't think he's ever been touched at any of the patch notes, has he? I think what changes Baby is the fact that they nerfed a couple of the cards, so you're opt to go for more offensive cards, kinda. People are less squishy because they nerfed the defensive cards. Maybe because of that he gets more value from. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think they touched him any of the buffs. He got buffed. Okay, that could be what. That could be why. Because I have no memory of like his patch notes at all, but he got a buff to a skill 2 to increase the speed at which he gets to skill 3. That's probably why. Okay. Bottom of ass. He's annoying. My favorite skill of his, which I hate actually dealing with, is skill 1, but that's clearly not where he gets his value from. That's just the added on bonus. You know what I mean? But my God, yeah, he does get stronger with every new DPS. So that makes a lot of sense actually. So, I mean, the guy just regenerated HP upon possession and the range, and him apparently going a damage build to, good Lord, bro. Yeah, his skill 2 got buffed. Okay, so yeah, bottom of S for sure. I'll keep him there. I can't explain too much because I haven't actually used them myself. I don't know like the ins and outs or the bread and butter, etc. Not a baby specialist. That sounds kind of weird. Never mind. Talk about the Dragon Ball character. Zamasu. Man, I don't know anymore. Tanks might be in a weird, not so weird spot as I thought. I still don't have any issue dealing with Zamasu, but this man has been like the most common tank I've seen ever in life. For some reason, I'm seeing more Zamasu this season than any other season, provided obviously post buff, but still. And we don't be fighting no like chump change lobbies. We actually fighting like some really good people. I don't know if I would go as far as to say yes, but I mean, what do y'all think about that? Superstar Zamasu, yeah, can be very, very annoying. Has not been touched. No, he's been buffed. I would say maybe mid, top of A for now, because not anyone can pick up Zamasu and use him, I feel. Sure as hell not me. I don't put to use that man. But yeah, I would put him like minimum top of A, right? Top of A, borderline S, but I'll keep him at top of A for now because he does still lack maybe some late game survivability. No, I don't even know. You would think he would fall off late game, which he does, but like, it's so crazy because I'm basing my judgment off of, for one, Sir Blue's Zamasu, and two, any other Zamasu we go against that's not nearly as good. Like, I don't know how to like correctly evaluate this man. I generally don't. Like, he can't be that easy to use, right? To make him work? Clearly? I generally don't know. I would keep him here. I feel like he's, yeah, like I said before, good early game, late game, debatable. But yeah, he lacks damage, but not, yeah, you pretty much need to be surrounded by farm a lot of times to get like his passive and stuff. But yeah, he definitely has a survivability late game, which is confusing because I would assume he would fall off late game, but I guess not. I guess not, right? Yo, shout out to Zamasu. Man, oh man.
Bring them to justice.
All right, so you know where you are going today. So the only reason I put him at the top of B is the simple fact that mid to late game, he is a menace. But that early game, especially with the nerf to defensive cards, it's like it does not help my man's out whatsoever. But even then, his early game has always been bad. Doesn't help that now it's like burst everywhere, and all the damage cards, defensive cards get nerfed. Damage cards, they get nerfed, but they still have value. I don't know. Cell's always been conflicting the past 2 updates or the past 2 patch tier list I've done, to be honest. Like I cap him here, I think top 7 Cell for a reason. That's just so, you can't call him that. That's just wrong. Cell, we know you have a glaring issue, dude. All they really need to do to fix this man is buff his early game. Give him maybe some bulk. You can give him more HP, sure. Give him more HP, actually. A few characters that need that. You're one of them. Like, his abilities are fine. Even a regen where I thought was so trash and bad, it's actually pretty decent mid to late game, I guess. It's just his early game is the issue. I feel like he just needs to get babysit or something. I don't know. I've always found it hard to lane with the Cell and found it very easy to lane against the Cell. Like, I'm not even joking. But that mid to late game, I will watch out for this man. The Cell games me. And you can be very annoying to sell games objective. Which brings me to my point where Zamasu as well obviously can be used for objective. CC is crazy. Survivability is crazy. Bringing it to justice is crazy. You know, like, he can opt to help out for objective, but mostly on pushing them away, CCing them, getting them away from it. Like, his ult can still be used to take objective. Sorry, Zamasu. All right, back to sell. Sell games, obviously, just single out objective, single out anyone, single out the issue. Right? So, issue of the team, basically. Oh, look, there's a kill with 5 max stacks. Go sell games her. You know? So, buff is early game. Ooh, we back to the cooler. Ooh, hold on. Is he back up? Is he back up there? Wait a second. Let cooler cook. He might be back up. He might be back up there. Okay, I would definitely put him above, baby, to be honest. I feel like he just get even more value with some of the other characters in the game. Yeah. I haven't brought up those certain people because we haven't got to them. But yeah, cooler ever since the buff. So what is cooler's buff? Isn't he more tanky? Yeah, you can stun him as own cell. He does get a buff inside his cells games though, but it depends on who you're using if you can actually get off that amount of damage. What's up, 23rd gamer? Can't do anything until they evolve and then they became a demon. So you're basically talking about Gibble, Gabite into Garchomp then. That's exactly what Cell is. That's exactly Ice Spear. Thank you for the follow. So cooler, I think
101 just followed.
Like for me, it would always be back and forth how I feel between Cooler and Caulifla because they were like very similar, like not play style, but just I always compare one to the other person because they were like the most used tanks in season 1, season 2. And
should I take it from here?
It's like he's usable again. Not even just usable, he's actually really good. I am a little afraid of Cooler this season. Not really, actually. Only with certain people. If anybody has a dash, I'm sorry. Around the presence of Cooler, you don't have a dash. It doesn't happen, sir. Where you think you going? Wait, nope. No, sir. No, sir. No, yeah. I don't think he's like season 1 Cooler where he was actually oppressive, but he's actually very, very strong. And I do think he's one of the best things in the game now. He almost reclaimed this spot. Let's go, baby. I do think he dies faster than Zamasu though. He does more damage for sure than Zamasu. Supernova is really good. His slow is annoying, obviously. Every time he breathes, bro, he's slowing somebody. But yeah, like any champion that has like any form of dashing or any type of peel that requires you to dash, like he stops all that, bro. And it's so crazy too. Because of the divine draw, because of Roshi, dude. Sorry, Jackie, I didn't mean to disrespect the man like that. Oh yeah, he got his armor and HP nerfed in season 2. Yeah, that's probably why he wasn't really an issue during season 2, but he's like, no, yeah, he's more oh, wait, I thought he got an armor buff. What buff did he get this season, by the way? Had a game where he sell games me as Gohan and he was trapped in there with me. Oh, man was getting pinball from ring to ring. So let's talk about Cell for a bit. Topo got demoted to tier 2 unlocks. That's crazy. His skill 1 got buffed? I'm gonna keep it with you, Chief. I don't even know what skill 1 is. Is that his like Death Ray? Oh wait, that's the one that does dot and slows you, right? Like everything he doesn't have already slows you. But Cooler's definitely back up here. Wouldn't put him above Hit though. Hit is ridiculous. So overall, almost reclaimed this spot. One of the best tanks in the game. So if you are in the lobby with me, don't use Cooler. Thank you. Cooler buff versus Caulifla nerfed because they nerfed her. What was it? It was her. What is that effect that a skill 1 gives you? They nerfed the duration of that, correct? But she's still very much annoying. She's always been aggressive. I don't even know where to put her compared to Cooler. If I'm being honest. If I had to pick between fighting a Cooler or Caulifla, I'm gonna keep real with you, Chief. I would probably rather fight Caulifla than Cooler this season, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, for me, I find Cooler might more of a threat. It depends. I don't really use melee DPS anymore this season because certain characters ruined that for me, i.e. Broly and Caulifla. But, and other reasons why I don't use him. I feel like Cooler's more of a threat. This season. Oh, but the provoke, that's what it was, the trade-off for the skill 1. I feel like Cooler might be more of a threat just because I have no idea. I mean, give or take, right? Give or take. Realistically, I think they're interchangeable this season. With the nerf, kinda, and then a buff. I feel like they're interchangeable. Like either or, can't go wrong, I feel. So, I mean, she's been one of the best tanks ever since she came out, if I'm being completely honest. She's always been one of the best tanks, and she still is. What surprised me was actually the placement of Baby. Okay. Well, I have nothing to say about him. I literally have nothing to say about Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Literally. Like, they nerfed the CC, doesn't matter. It's still broken. His ult is good. He can pull you in. I think of skill 1. His barrier is really nice, obviously, for protecting farm, protecting objective, protecting anything. Tower, pushing away from tower. He just move you any way, shape, or form. He's just annoying. I don't like him, and I don't like him any more than Gohan. I would rather deal with Vegeta than Gohan, if I'm being completely honest. If I had to, a gun to head, if I had to choose, if I had to pick my poison, I deal with this guy over this guy, literally. I would rather get pushed back with a shield than pinball all across America. Like, legit, I'm not even joking, bro. How you go from one state to the next without a, like, before even buying a ticket? This man will do that to you. You talking about, oh, you want to go to Anime Expo in July? I got you. Go on. Like, bro, hello? Annoying. Anywho, I'm literally not even having any more dialogue for this guy. I genuinely don't care for him. He's annoying. Good Lord. He's part of the reason why I locked in on ranged characters. Not like I haven't played him already before he came out, but he's the reason I'm definitely locked in on ranged. Even more now than ever. I heard he was pretty good this season, if I'm being completely honest. I don't see it, especially with the nerf to defensive cards, although he's naturally tanky because 3 out of 4 of his abilities give him armor back, right? And he, so far, is my favorite tank to use. I am picking up on another tank, by the way, from this list. I'm not telling you who. If you're watching a stream live, you already know who, okay? But regardless, he's fun. I used him to get the S rank last season, and my God, the survivability on this man is ridiculous. Holy ravioli. I don't know how he compares to everyone else this season. I don't think he's changed other than the fact that they nerfed the cards. Oh, wait, late game nerf. Never mind. He's good for armor, but I mean, he's never really done damage, kind of like Zamasu, but I think A is fine. A is a fine spot. I'll put him behind Zamasu only because Zamasu is better early game. Yes. And that's probably the only reason I can think of. Because frankly, his abilities early game, it's not the worst, but his skill 1 is practically useless unless it's maxed out, because you're going to shoot out -2 beams and you're not going to hit any of them because the range is like 1 meter. Like, I'm making it real, Chichi. But Vegeta is definitely my favorite tank to play. Like, the man hard carried me last season. And my God, I was surviving 1v3s, 1v4s. Bro, I legit survived like a 2-second fight. Okay, realistically, that is an exaggeration. But it was more of like maybe a minute and 20 seconds surviving a 1v3, 1v4. Bro, I survived the team fight for so long. The guy that I killed came back and died again in my 1 lifespan. It is crazy, the survivability on this man. Late game, I'm sorry. Maybe. Okay, anywho. Yes. Tank placement? I mean, if they buff Vegeta a little bit late game and buff his early game, then I think tanks are in a good spot overall. All right, Sonic, thank you for the follow. I somehow missed that. And Will, so thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. But yeah, that's honestly what I think. If they somehow And something late game for him, something and not exactly we're sure what buff he needs, and buff his bulk early game, then tanks are in a good spot. Because I have seen Baby a lot. Cooler, more and more. Khalifa every now and then, but she's still annoying. Don't get it twisted. Zamasu I've actually been seeing a lot, and then obviously the best tank in the game. We'll talk about that. Tank and tag. Despite the placement of these characters, none of them hit C rank. Boy, is that about to change when we get to damage. Broly gotta go by season 4. Wait, Broly gotta go? Oh man, you worried about Broly? There's definitely some other characters you should worry about, man, for sure. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Can't wait on bus? I mean, yeah, he can wait on bus because he's still usable. He's definitely still usable for sure. That can easily change when Bardock comes out though. That can easily change when Bardock comes out. Okay, damage. Gammas. I see more Baby and Zamasu than Super Saiyan Vegeta. Oh, 100% for sure. For sure. I still think Gammas is one of the best DPS in the game. I find very rarely any fault in their kit except maybe early game skill 3. Their skill 3 early game sucks. Other than that, skill 1 is fire. Obviously, you swap another HP bar. It does damage, it's strong. Skill 2 back, go back to Gamma 1, get another HP bar, alternate between the two so you can keep them up. Their damage is insane. The CC with the ult, hell, you get it to level 2 and that radius is getting kind of bigger to stun. In the core breaker, you can clutch it maybe on last tower, last objective if you guys really need to secure it, etc. A lot of different things you can do with Gammas. More so probably initiating on team, engaging on team with tank or something. You don't really need him for objective, but I mean, he can happily just stun them on objective and stuff, keep them away from it. But Gamma's overall just very strong. I don't want to say like they need nerfs, but they're just very strong, man. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. The character will carry. I'm not even that great with them. This character kind of carries me a little bit, if I'm being honest. Like they kind of carry me with their survivability. Their survivability is insane. So Z rank is where they're going. Bottom of Z rank is completely fine. Nah, I'll put him right there. Ooh. Topo is one I think I put him here last time, like somewhere in A. Have to fact check me on that. You can still burst him down. You can still stun him out of his counter, which can render it completely useless, right? There's a whole bunch of CC in this game that can prevent the man from doing what he wants to. Whether it be this guy, skill 1, like tracking, but when it tracks, he'll get stunned. His skill 2, empowered, obviously skill 2. Anything he breathes on you, you're stunned. He breathes on you, you're stunned. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel bad for his counter. They should have gave him some either iframes or just super armor. It does have super armor, but you can CC out of him. Okay. Made him invulnerable to CC or something, maybe. I don't know, dude. Like, how else is he gonna get his counter off? But if you don't have CC in that lane, and when in the laning phase, yes, it becomes trouble. But mid-late game, when you're team fighting, yeah, you're gonna come across 4 people, and I guarantee one of those are gonna be able to stun. So it's easy to die with them. It really is. Really good at securing objective for sure. There's better options. He's better than some other people as well, etc. I feel like he's like a good middle ground when securing. But I don't see him. I mean, I wouldn't use Topo. Like, he's fun, but like, I would go other melee DPS, if I'm being completely honest. So, top of B? I fighting out. Oh, yo, don't call him no names. What's wrong with you? I mean, top of B seems fine. It seems fine. Bottom of A, top of B. I think borderline A or top of B. I think that's a fine spot because not much has really changed with them, to be honest, other than defensive cards getting nerfed. All the damage goes burr this season. Yeah, definitely matchup dependent for sure. Yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point. So yeah, he's matchup dependent. I've seen some mixed things about Kill, okay? I will say this. Some people think she's broken. Others think she needs a buff. I'm one of those people that think she needs, I don't want to say a buff, but I don't think her ult should be that long, to be honest. But even then, She can be hard to deal with once she gets stacked up. She can't really peel unless she has ult. But she's literally nothing but damage. And her damage is crazy. Last time I hit her near the bottom of S, I'm still gonna keep her in S. Personally. Because for one, the divine draw that gives you your vanish back faster, she can abuse that easily. For a character that don't have any peel or disengage, with ult being the only way you can get out of a sticky situation, this divine draw plus Gekishin can save her freaking life. That I feel like gave her even more value, bro. All you need to do, 3 into 1 into 2, and then vanish. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, I'm gonna kill one trick. Probably not anymore. Technically, I think I perform better with Bojack than Kill, just because of his CC. But I'm always super aggressive with Kill, so that's kind of my own fault. But I love Kill though. Like I still have the most kills with Kill out of all the DPS, right? Yeah, I'm gonna bump her up at S. I think last time maybe she's like towards the bottom of S. I'm gonna bump her up like because I still got more characters who may or may not go to S. Because her ult is a gift and a curse. Obviously, early game, when she's level 5, you see her clearly engaging on you. She's gonna ult. She's gonna ult you. Even mid to late game, like she becomes a menace, but it's not the hardest to burst down her bonus HP. You just need the people with you to enable that. I don't have much trouble with Kale. I know how to deal with her for one. We all do, right? But I always try to prepare myself for her. So I lane against Kale a lot, actually. So I know when she's going to use her ult. Obviously, Kale is very telegraphic. There. That's what I'm thinking of. Kale is very, very telegraphic on what she's going to do. If she's approaching you, she's obviously going to go in, initiate an ult. Or force an ult. If she's not engaging you and poking you from afar, probably just trying to farm, probably just let the tank engage, try to pick you off afterwards, try to get out of vision. You know, Kale is very, very telegraphic, but not always the easiest to deal with in certain situations, right? I don't even bother putting the bro, chill. When Kale uses her ult run, I do. Kill versus my Bojack, bro, I will murder the hell out of Kill. My skill 3 don't work, but that skill 2 on top of that 3, bonus HP go like, she goes back to being small. I'm like, yeah, it's all fun and games when you run up to a Bojack and your HP is gone. So, no, obviously certain situations she can easily murder you, especially early game, during the laning phase, even mid to late game, when you're caught roaming or even in team fight situations, right? When you're behind the tank, you just pop off right behind them. She's very strong. I don't see her changing any, especially now defensive cards got nerfed. Defense is like paper thin nowadays, kinda. Unless the character is tanky itself, for the most part. Build up takes too long to build up. No pun intended. Anywho. Bojack. Obviously, Bojack, I will always say is stronger than Kill. Better than Kill. Yes. I don't know, dude. I feel like he's easy to use and so is she, but her positioning matters a lot more than Bojack's positioning, if I'm being completely honest, because the thing about it is his ult sucks a lot worse than hers, but he still has a cycle thread to enable you to disengage. Not all the time, not against no Broly, not against someone who already vanished over your, like, his skill 1 is whatever, right? It's good for just picking off, that's really it, and blowing up the bombs if you so happen to do that and not use skill 3 to blow up your skill 2, right? I'll keep Bojack right here. I don't think Bojack is in the top 5 DPS. I think he's like right outside the top 5 DPS. I hit him the same way last tier list, which was last season, outside the top 5 best DPS in the game. I don't think either one but I think they're very, very, very strong contenders, obviously, right? Anything could change within Bardock coming out or Catholic coming out, etc. Things may change. I don't know if better than Kale. You see, I don't know, dude. I can honestly say they're interchangeable. My Kale can never outdamage my Bojack. Maybe one time I did, but most of the, I don't know. His early game is kind of whack. Her early game is not bad at all, actually. Just don't miss you miss your skill 1, bro. You're a fish. You're literally a fish with no water. I don't know, man. I feel like he can output more damage than her easily. I guess it also depends on your playstyle. I have a passive playstyle. Not with Kale, I'm all in. Like, I'm all in. I'm in to win. But even while not even fighting that much with Bojack, I get a lot of damage off. But I honestly don't know. I feel like he's just safer. I feel like he's just a safer pick because he has more range too. I feel like he's just a safer pick. I will keep him over Kale for now. Bojack is just for damage? Well, Bojack has CC. Let's not ignore that, okay? His slow helps a lot, and that radius is ridiculous. And AoE damage, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, she's a sniper, but I don't ever play my Bojack aggressively, so I'm not out there trying to get kills. And I mean, I can chase and stuff, but I just find it more value in just playing them defensively because you're gonna outrange whoever character you're fighting against anyway. Us is Riku, maybe. Like, I mean, like I said, they're interchangeable, right? Give or take. Tomato, tomato, interchangeable. Just how I feel about like maybe Kale, Caulifla, and I don't know what color Kale and Cooler. I feel like they're interchangeable, maybe. I feel like he's just the easier, safer pick than Kale. I mean, she's definitely more risky. I didn't really start building damage with Bojack until this season because, I mean, I was doing enough damage with the defensive build, but I don't know. I don't think his early game needs a buff. That would be very concerning. If his early game ever get buffed, I would be a little worried, to be honest. Bojack is really good defending towers. I mean, she can as well, right? I would prefer attacking, but no. I'll keep it something like that, maybe. All right. Well, they both lack mobility. Neither one has mobility, bro. They're both slow. But like I said, her saving grace, ult. If you get dove on, but even then, if like 3 people are diving on you, they're gonna take your bonus HP away regardless. So you're gonna get killed. You dive on Bojack, he can kind of still skill 3, depending on the situation. But a lot of times you're gonna die. A lot of times you're still gonna die as well. So neither one have really. He has some disengage, but you can manage your way around that, right? By just flashing over it. Yeah, I feel like his CC just carries him, offers him more options. Is why I will always put him over Kill. Because he's a comfy pick, and then his CC is so good. For now, let's see. To be fair with Bojack, he's supposed to stay at a distance, and if you really need to run, the skill 3 slows enemies to crawl after the boss is so good he can get away. Yeah, fair. Hey, what's up, Issa Bala? What's up, dude? The moment Oob gets built up, it's over because bro will be sniping like crazy. So that's the only reason I give him more edge. What is CC? Crowd control. Anything that slows, stuns, any of that nature. CC is crowd control. Kale is just straight damage. She has dot as well with her skill too. Oh, who said that? Oh, you talking about the Oob? Broly, I'll put him in S. Oh, I haven't got to Broly yet. So from the last tier list I made, it's a Viper, sub Giovanni. I had Broly, I think I hit him in the top 5 DPS in the game. I think he was the one for me that kicked Bojack out of the top 5 when I made the last list. I think he was the defining factor in kicking Bojack out. Because while Broly's also not the easiest to use because you can easily get melted with him if you don't know what you're doing, but the man can just deny you farm, take objective, also kill you, by the way. And his laning partners are ridiculous. I'm talking about Baby, Boo, Gohan. Bruh, don't even get me started, right? Hell, even at 17 to enable this man not to get bursted down this fast. Like, brother, why is he so good? My opinion of Broly has been elevated the more I see him, if I'm being completely honest, because when he initially came out, my mindset, I was like, Broly, you're good. You're like a baseline, good DPS, kind of how I felt about Cooler after he got nerfed, as in you're usable, some better options, but overall still decent or overall still good. But now it's like, nah, bro, he's better than good. He is better than good. His HP needs to get nerfed? Oh God, that'll be scary. Yeah, I don't see any way Broly is not in the top 5 DPS. Maybe. Ooh. All right, so we have Android 18. Okay. Give him more HP. Give him more HP. He's very niche. He can take objective. He can defend. He can attack, I guess. He can peel, I guess. But he has no HP. Bro's like a gnat flying around. He's dead. Like, I'm not even joking. Bro is cooked. Oh my God. Bro got 7 dodges with 2 HP. Y'all know that one Pokemon called Shed Ninja? You can't hit him unless it's a super effective hit, but Shed Ninja has 1 HP. That's literally... That's it.
Boy, if you don't...
That's literally ooh, bro. Okay. Oh my God. Ooh, I am so sorry. Why they gotta do a dark skinned man like this? Hey, hold on. Why the dark skinned characters gotta be? Hold on, wait. Nah, bro. What is this? Wait. To make matters even worse, the poor is in C. He's red skin. Nah, bro. This game canceled. Wait, hold on. The trifecta, and it's only the damage to which is insane. Oh, my homie Shed Ninja, why'd I do this to you? Okay, all right. Okay, reset. What the hell? For the eventually Super Gogeta, do you think he'll be a tank or technical to mirror VEGITO? A Super Gogeta tank will be illegal, first off, because his Soul Punisher will kill you while not taking any damage. Like, straight up, or off rip. Bro, it's gonna be like when Janemba punched him in the face and Janemba just dissipated. That's how it's gonna be more accurate. When you punch Gogeta, your character dies. Like, he's gonna be that type of he's gonna be that type of tank. We're getting distracted. Android 18. I'm so sorry, Oob. You need a buff. Bulk. Give him bulk. Give him early bulk. Give him immunity. Oh God. Oh, I can't say that word. To be CC'd while in skill 3 or all his skills. Okay. If Broly can ignore CC with the skill 2, you should be able to ignore CC with your skill 3. Nope, that would be kind of broken. I'm not even gonna lie. It would be very broken. Maybe they should make it more like Daima Goku's ult. The startup of it, you get invul, I think, and then at the end of it, you deal more damage when you were hit while in vulnerability. Maybe something like that would help him. I don't know, bro. Get a man a 2-second head start on his invulnerability or something for his counter. Regardless, whatever. Oop, you there, Shed Ninja. 18. Why did I even nerf 18, bro? She doesn't CC anymore with her skill 2. Sorry. Was it the XO dance that gave silence? But wait, was it the XL dance? Or was it the second, her skill 2 that silenced you? Before the nerf, which is ridiculous. Why did they nerf her? Why did they nerf her Destructo Disc? Why did they touch 18 in general? They nerfed her twice. Bro, she got Gotenks. Matter of fact, you go down there with them. Above them. She got Gotenks. Why? Skill 2, thank you. Why did she get Gotenks? Why did they touch these characters when they didn't need to be touched? I mean, no one needs to be touched unless they want to, with consent, of course. Anywho, I generally don't get it. I generally don't get it. Broly Super Attack already broke it. Broly Super Attack is so good for just denying team fights, objective. He gets, bro, Broly gets skill 2. His skill 2 range is like pretty much the range of North America, bro. It really is. Twitter kids be crying, you know? Wait, what happened? She had crazy burst. Dude, for the people that didn't know, the first beta, Android 18 was the strongest character in the game. She had the most burst damage, and she was the fastest character as well. Keep in mind, the first beta, Frieza wasn't there. Some of the other characters weren't there. She was ridiculous. And they was like, hell no. When she comes out to the full game, let's stop all that robotic goodness. Okay? And they nerfed her to the ground. Good job, Gekishin. You nerfed my wife, bro. How dare you? Completely unrelated question, but what's your favorite way to eat fried rice? With the chopsticks? Maybe? Yeah, I always use chopsticks. Yeah, I'm one of those weebs. Or for Topo's counter, they could make it getting through his extra health doesn't stop the counter. Instead, makes it go off early at the cost of doing less damage. I agree with that, yes. Actually, that's an even better idea for his counter. 18 got nerfed to Anger Iron Cane. Pretty much, dude. Like, that's the only reason I didn't use her. Because I used her in the first beta. By the time the second beta came around, I was like, you know what? The only other burst option was Trunks. Well, as much burst as fast was Trunks. Because kill and reset, more range, ultimate, etc. Because I knew they were going to burst. I knew they were going to nerf 18 on the release, so I stopped playing with her in the second beta and just opted for using Trunks in the second beta. And then when the game came out, surely enough, she wasn't as strong. She was still usable, but then they nerfed her Destructo Disc to 2 discs instead of 3. And then they nerfed her skill 2 to no silence. Weird. I don't get it. I don't know, dude. Make 18 great again. That sounds wrong. Piccolo. Always thought he was better than Bojack. Outrageous Bojack. Better peel than Bojack. More green than Bojack. More black than Bojack. He just got it like that. Better ult than Bojack. Yeah, he is top 5 DPS in the game. I'm not even joking. Piccolo is top 5 DPS in the game. Oh my God. I hate fighting a Piccolo, believe it or not, because I'm always like, we see a Piccolo on the other team. I'm not even trying to not to be not good for today, but like, we got to jump that green man, like off rip. We got to jump that green man, literally, because he will take objective and probably kill you in the making, or kill you while trying to stop him from taking objective. He's so good, but I feel like he's not easy to use whatsoever, man. For one, positioning is everything, right? Grabbing walls, disengaging. You have to land your light grenade because it won't do as much damage if it's not like a direct hit or something. And his range is like ridiculous. It really is. But that man is, God, his damage is stupid. Yeah, even through barrier, like it would be situations to when I see a superstar and my mind would go straight to they're picking Piccolo. And I'm like, early game, we got to rotate and like body block it because he will take the farm all the way from Alaska, all the way to Florida, bro. His light grenade will hit you off rip and he will take that Kai. He will take that objective. Like, you got to opt for body blocking when dealing with that bag because when you think you're safe, no vision, off screen, commercial break, advertisement, whatever the case may be, he gonna snipe you when you least expect it. Oh, hell yeah, we killed the tank. Let me get this middle farm like grenade dead. It's like, bro. I don't want to say he needs to get nerfed, but I think Piccolo is in a good spot. He's not easy to use, and for the people that actually do use him, you get so much value from him. Hallelujah to you, Piccolo users, man. Must be effing nice. Trunks got buffed, okay? This is where I had Trunks last time. Prior to getting no buffs, question mark? Just solely off his burst damage and fragileness. He has the same problem as Oob, except the biggest difference between him and Oob is the fact that he's a melee and he kind of has to go in and he's fragile. But apparently Oob is better bot lane, and him, you kind of need to run him top lane, if I'm being completely honest. Unless it's a superstar, that'll help mitigate some of his early game uselessness. God, I could have worded that a different way, but damn, I like how I constructed that sentence. Boy, your boy be thinking, yo. I enjoy Trunks, believe it or not. I haven't used this man, I was gonna say in 2 years, sorry, in like 2 seasons. I don't want to get back to him right now because I don't feel comfortable running melee DPS this season, not with Broly and not with the Gammas. No. I honestly want to put him at either the top of B or bottom of A. That's probably the highest I've hit him since. Actually, no. What did he get a buff on his cooldown reduction? You still, okay, top of B. You going back down there, buddy. You're still fragile. You're still paper thin. Where's Trunks? This is his defenses early game right here. You see that? You see that? Damn. Oh, KO. I guess you got it back from him. That's Trunks early game. Anywho, yes. Don't worry. I didn't tear the mail. That was the cover. Trunks, you, same with Cell, same with Oob, different with Cell. I feel like he only needs early game HP and then round it off, balance it out late game. We don't want to give him too much HP. Hell no. Oh, yes. Give him early bulk. Not no damn cooldown reduction. Give him bulk to have him more, give him more survivability so he can do more damage. Same with him. Cooldown reduction, I think it's nice, sure. But I think he would have benefited more from just having more HP, more defenses, rather than cooldown reduction, because the HP, the extra HP, would have enabled him to fight longer to allow him to get off more damage. But I don't plan on using Trunks until they maybe do something about his fragileness. I'm already bad with melee characters in general, and I'm already bad with fragile characters, i.e., I mean, he's bad early game, but like, I can't use a melee character with no defenses. That's absurd. Yeah, that's why Gammas are like the only melee DPS that I use. So, yep, I'll keep him there for now. Super Saiyan 3. I know they nerfed him like 45 times, but I'm completely honest. I still think he is... Oh, wait, hold on. This is quite hard. I don't think Super Saiyan 3 is in top 5 DPS anymore. I will 100% put him over Bojack. Hold on, this S tier getting kind of crazy. Wait. I don't know if I want to put him over Broly. What do y'all think in chat? Oh yeah, barrier getting nerfed. Oh God, so help me God. Man, oh man. Maybe I should take away this column. Maybe I should take away B and put all these in A and then, no. You see, Super Saiyan 3, although he got nerfed, excuse me, probably more so like early game-ish, doesn't really affect him, I feel, mid to late game because of his damage. A very spaced out Super Saiyan 3 Goku is impossible to kill, damn near, man. Like, he keeps his distance. You got the right tank for the job. Like, he's gonna be side swiping your farm and your life voice slowly. You know what? It's just like, no. Okay. I mean, I would have to still move people down. Aish. Anywho, what was I talking about again? Riku's still a problem. I mean, he's still very, very strong, but I don't want to put him in top 5 just yet. Right now, I have Gammas, Piccolo, Broly. Those three I for sure will keep there. Oh my god. Ubatsi? All right, fine. He's above 18 in Gotenks though. Who do I want to put in A though? I'll do something like that. Ooh. Nah, never mind. I gotta, I couldn't even do that, man. 17 and A, you're on drugs. All right, well, I'll keep it like that because Super Saiyan Goku is still very, very strong. Yeah, I think a lot of the people are in. There's a lot of good characters in this game, man. It really is. But we're gonna round it out after we finish adding all the characters to the list. I don't care what anybody says. Super Saiyan Goku is not moving a lick. They nerfed this Spirit Bomb. Well, guess what? He can still take a projectile. I'm putting Goku is still one of the best in the game. I'm not even joking when I say this. Like, Goku, regardless, they nerfed this Kaioken. Sure, one charge. Like, even nerfed, I still think he's one of the best in the game. I personally don't think much has changed with him. Maybe the order of Z. Like, I never really cared for how fast he was, and I thought that was always a problem. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I would put him in S. I would be more inclined to put him in S if he didn't do what he always did before. Gammas are better than Goku? Probably. He's somewhere up here in Z, if I'm being completely honest, dude. Yeah, Kamehameha basically untouched. Not that I wanted it to get like any adjustments. Spirit Bomb. Oh boy. His objective taking. I feel like there's no downside to the character, right? Yes, disengage, yes, damage. The freaking skill too. It doesn't stun anymore, but it slows you, which enables you to hit the Kamehameha more accurate. Just as accurate. Because if you get the stun off, if you mistime it, obviously they can vanish or whatever. I don't know what the timing of the stun was for skill 2, but the slowing is just as bad. The slow is still just as bad. I don't think it changed much at all. I just can short your 25 KO game with Gotenks. Bro, what do you mean, Raichi? Like, swapping his stun to slow, I don't think did much at all. Same with the Spirit Bomb. Maybe delayed explosion out of stronger, yada yada. Like, Goku is still a menace, man. I don't find any faults in that character. I really don't. I would still put it like this, if I'm being honest. It is, excuse me, it is easier to snipe with sniper characters, but the thing is, once he like go with a Spirit Bomb, like it's easier for him to get off the Spirit Bomb than some of the other characters trying to snipe. There's been plenty of times I try to get off my ult, I would die. Goku is not, I'm pretty sure Spirit Bomb still goes off, right? Like, even being nerfed this much, he is still very strong. The one time we fought against a Super Saiyan Goku, we lost every single objective to this man. Literally, and we lost the game. It's crazy. And once we opt for a Super Saiyan on our team, we started taking objective again. Bro has really got the plot armor. Oh my god. I'm picking up the mail that I tore because this was defenses of Trunks and Oob. I generally don't. I don't get it. Nerves can't even stop this man. I like I said, I personally feel like he's still in Z, and I mean, and unless otherwise, right? How many Gokus we have now? We should only have like 3. And he's still an issue. Why is it going higher than Vegeta? Because I find him more of a problem than Vegeta, but they're still, I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. They can be interchangeable in my opinion, but I'm going to put him there because regardless of the nerfs, like his CC is still unbearable. Like his CC is still unbearable. It like, if you like it in ping pong across the map, I'd be my guest. So, like I said, some of these people are interchangeable. It is what it is, right? Like, I feel like they could be interchangeable, probably. I still personally prefer Cooler over Khalifa for this season. I don't think they're interchangeable. I personally think Bojack outright is just overall safer, better option. Probably get more value from it too, because late game Bojack is actually ridiculous, by the way. You can die to him without even seeing him. It's 4 Gokus? Well, whatever. So, it's like, wait, what? What do you mean it's 4? Isn't it just Super Saiyan 3, and Daima? Is that not 3? Wait, am I being baited? So, 18 C-Turret refused to accept. You can still use her. I mean, I would argue, nah, I'm keeping her there. Vegito's not Goku. They're counting Vegito? That's stupid. Why would you count Vegito? Vegito's a whole separate character. No, yeah, she's still good early game. Together? That's stupid. That's not the same character. Hello? Yeah, endgame, she's GG's, right? Diamond Goku's a weird one. I don't think he's top 5 DPS. Ironically, I don't think he's an S tier anymore. I'll put him at the top of A. The only nerf I remember is that skill 1, the bomb, Pansy Bomb. He's also kind of hard to use compared to, he's hard. And he's hard positioning and everything. He can be as well. Probably not. His passive as well. I would say top of A. Because he's still good. He can still be, wow, he's the only damage I put in A. Oh, good lord. For now, at least. Diamond Goku, I mean, same mode, right? He can be fast. When he gets attacked, he gets a defense buff or whatever. If it's a range to get more blast defense, melee, strike defense while running away, yada yada. Power pole, mitigate damage on the first hit of beam, something like that, yada yada. Obviously, Pansy Bomb, Glorio, sniping. Okay, he's still really good at farming. He can take objectives, but he's really, really good at farming. And yeah, even early game actually. She's literally meant to pick, not group fight. Yeah, she's not meant to group fight, but even then, it's like mid to late game, you're pretty much gonna be grouped up with the team. Like no one should be roaming around unless you're like the tank or something, or taking towers, in which you don't really catch up to them. If it's somebody like Gohan, I mean, well, that depends on the situation and cards. But like, yeah, mid to late game, we're gonna be grouped up a lot of times, yes. Wait, who are we talking about? Oh, okay, so Diamond Goku's here. Oh boy, oh boy. Vegito. My bad, I didn't mean to put you there, buddy. Vegito, I find hard to use, for one. Similar problem as to Broly. No damage mitigation, easy to burst down, no defenses, yada yada. Late game, absolutely ridiculous. Early game, believe it or not, he's actually really good early game. Thin paper. I would hate to solo queue with this man. I know where I want to put him. Because the health that he gets back, like, for my playstyle, he's not the most difficult to deal with, even late game, because I have a passive playstyle and I play range characters. However, I feel like if you have a melee tank DPS, I mean, he's going to benefit a lot from that, right? God, it's like, you think it's about Piccolo? For now, I'm going to read chat. Let's see. Play Smite and a combo character like her is a very broken character to use. Well, Smite and Gekishin are a little bit different, to be honest. Yeah, his downside is weak to burst damage, right? You kind of have to protect him, but when he goes in, it goes off late game. If you're with the right person, I feel like he needs to be accompanied by CC, if I'm being completely honest, dude. Like, whether it be someone in top lane or bot lane. Like, I think he's really good in laney phase, but just kind of picky with who the hell you lane him with, first and foremost. And yeah, I feel like he needs to be around CC at all times to benefit from that, capitalize from it. He's not the easiest to use because the man can get bursted down if you don't know what you're doing. But like, if we're talking about like skill ceiling, I think it's pretty high. If I'm being completely honest, I would never debate Gohan. Z. Yeah, Gohan, I don't like him. He's annoying. Like, man, if you like it, like I say, if you like getting ping pong, coming back from work and getting ping ponged in the lobby, then by all means, right? See, I don't know if I can put him here just yet. Only because Z might be a little too much, if I'm being honest, because I feel like some of his factors depend on so much, right? Needing CC, I don't know. Nah, I wouldn't even go that far. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't even go that far. I'll do that. I actually want to put him back in S2. I'll put him borderline S. I'll put maybe like borderline S, top of A, but definitely more so leaning towards borderline S for him. Yeah. Okay. 18. Okay. Before we start moving around more people, yeah, I think Vegito's there. Like, his team fight potential is ridiculous. For me, at least, I don't try to buy into that. I mean, you're gonna have to. The situation is gonna happen late game regardless, right? Fighting for towers, you're gonna have to team fight eventually. What's crazy is that we all still don't have our GOAT Tierlist in the game. I would like to see Tierlist. Yes, give me a technical Tierlist. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's better than Broly in my opinion. That also I feel like can be interchangeable as well. I feel like that can also be interchangeable because they both deny you so much farm if they really wanted to. Like, what the hell are you gonna do to stop Broly from stomping on your farm? You can't CC him. Goku's not even gonna be a range for you to punish him when he's still in your farm, you know? Broly is better probably early game than 3Ku is, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. He actually is. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, he's better than Goku early game for sure. Deborah Z tier, y'all just hated. Most annoying is hit by far worse than Gohan. I could argue this. I could argue that. No. Probably. Why did he buff his radius on skill 1? That's ridiculous. I could argue that, chat. Vegito's harder to play than Broly for sure. Like, the skill ceiling for Vegito is ridiculous. I feel just way higher. Well, to be fair, when Broly released, because whenever a character release, every opinion should be taken with a grain of salt until we see until we see what they can do, right? See how they fit in with the divine cards this season, how they fit in with laning partners, how they fit in with the new objectives that just changed Jackie-chan basically, and a lot of different scenarios. You got to get some playtime with the character. You got to get a few weeks in to see how he does overall, right? Like, every opinion should be taken with a grain of salt upon a character release. That's how it really should be. But like, the Broly and the Vegito one kind of confuses me because they're both kind of annoying to deal with, to be honest. Like, even with Vegito, I feel like having a good early game. I find Broly harder to deal with early game. Mid to late game, I mean, they both are a problem. I still don't think I want to put Hit in the tier with Gohan. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I can put a Hit, because Hit, I do think he's one of the best technical. That's not really saying a lot, to be honest, when you have Majin Buu and Krillin and Frieza and Gotenks. They have a problem doing with the Broly, but that's everyone has their like preference and different problems because we all have different play styles and stuff. It's Z tier. I mean, at the end of the day, it is my opinion, so I wouldn't like, you know, blow I was thinking of a word to just start blowing smoke out of your ears like you're Majin Buu. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, right? Think about a good Kid Gohan. Well, it's not even that. Gohan is heavily reliant on who you are, your team. A stack, relying on a stack. Like I said, a solo queue Gohan versus a 4-stack Gohan, very, 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 very different. Very different. Trunks I'm keeping B. Issue is still too damn fragile. Bursted too easily. Trunks staying in B and not going in A, because these are really good picks, I feel. I would not even put Trunks anywhere near a same level of tier of his baby, or even Zamasu. Hell, even Krillin in their respective roles. Probably Vegeta and Buu, maybe, with him getting nerfed, and he's solid pick overall.
Should I take
So
it
Trunks
from
is staying
here?
there. Trunks is not moving. Mystic Watch, thanks for the follow.
Misty's_watch just followed.
Broly's easier. Maybe interchangeable, I don't know. I would have them interchangeable, but for now, I'll do that. I have, no. I have these two interchangeable. I still think Cooler has the edge with the buff he has this season. But I'm gonna do this. I also find him harder to deal with as well. I'll always put Bojack over Kill. So I have these two interchangeable. Hopefully you know what that means. I'm not putting Gammas over Goku. I had to second guess that, to be honest. I'm keeping Gohan there. Nah, he's staying right there. County's buff? Oh, lol. Maybe it's trash. Kelly's so overrated. Not really, she's just strong. Kelly's very, very strong. That's what I feel overall. I come in for product, yo, same. Like, Kelly's always been strong. That's all like, Kelly's only always had damage, right? So, and she's good at doing that. Good at dealing damage. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of factors with pretty much every single character. Who they're laning with, solo queue or 4-stack, divine draw, because we have a divine draw that gives us a cooldown reduction, as well as Jackie-chan, which makes her even better because she doesn't have peel naturally, and give her a faster option to vanish is gonna keep her at a distance, right? So that alone made her better and made him even worse, because GG petrification, none of that is gonna build up if we get a divine draw, the vanish, and if you get Jackie-chan and stacks on top of that. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors that you have to think about other than, is this character good at doing damage or peel, disengage, survivability? You got to think about Divine Draw. You got to think about the laning phase. You got to think about solo queue, 4-stack. You got to factor all that in. You got to factor every single thing in. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think of every possible scenario for sure. Frieza annihilates the bosses? Well, yeah, Frieza can annihilate the bosses, but there's other reasons why he's in B tier. Because he can also get annihilated himself. Topo is in B only because I could argue he could be in C, but I could actually argue him being in C, yeah, to be honest. I don't know. I'll keep him in B for now, actually. 17 is really strong this season. 17 is really, really strong this season. The fact that they buffed him again with the shield, he obviously still has CC with the skill too, and his ult is crazy as well. I feel like he has good matchups, if I'm being completely honest, because a lot of melee DPS this season. I feel like he has good matchups in general, and also that too. Matchups is also a factor of placements. So I'm trying to factor in everything all at once. Everything. Hey, wait, Ricario? Bro, why are you calling me that? Bro, what's wrong with you? Tilapia, you want any? Sure, I'll take, wait, what? Sure. Hey, Will, thanks for the follow. But yeah, I'm literally just trying to think of every single scenario. Divine draws, laning phase, laning partner, solo queue, 4-stack, survivability, damage, peel, disengage, same thing. How efficient that you are taking objective, farming. I'm just trying to think of every single thing. But 17 is actually really good option this season. In fact, I actually hate seeing the 17. Let's see. A healer on the mobile always be OP? Depends. Depends on the healer. Yeah, 17 is very strong. I have no idea why 17 is high though. He's just valuable, I feel. Like I said, it's a lot of melee DPS this season. He fends off against them very well. Especially people like Broly. He doesn't have much trouble with Broly or Vegito. Or even Gamma's at that point. Like 17, I feel like his matchups are very good. He's just very good overall this season. He helps with perfection. Okay, ain't nobody helping that man. Like if they give this man some type of early game bulk, then sure, A tier minimum. But as long as his early game stays as fragile as he is, man, no, he ain't moving out of B. Probably send 17 to the Shadow Realm. A lot of factors. A lot of factors. He goes crazy in E-lobbies, bro. That's crazy. Well, I saw him performing well, so I don't know. E-lobbies is crazy. Overall, like I said, a few of these are interchangeable. Broly, Vegito, I'm unsure about personally. I'm always gonna have Bojack over Kill. Caulifla and Cooler. I still personally will put Cooler over Caulifla, but all right. I find it harder to deal with Cooler. Who's messaging me? That's fine. Okay, so that's what I feel. I mean, overall, not bad. This is probably the biggest change I've had with all the characters since the divine draws this season are weird. And nerfs, buffs this season, new characters this season as well. And like I said, divine draw just killed the board, bro. Like, how do you petrify somebody? Like, literally, Jackie Chun killed him as well. Like, how? You know what I mean? Oob is that CW, bro. You're a hate for Oob. It's okay, because one of these days he's gonna get a mega buff. He's gonna have freaking after images when he dies, and every after images is gonna be a separate instance of his own, and they're gonna be attacking. Keep it up. You can be crying for Oob buffs, and they're gonna buff this man to all hell, and we're gonna be crying for nerf. Superstar helps. Superstar helps some people more than others. Superstar helps out Bojack a hell of a lot more than some other people. Superstar helps out Doesn't really give much value to Gohan. Like, he's still gonna pinball you. Gives a lot of value to Gamma. Skill 2, boom. Radius, take farm, damage. You know what I mean? Superstar helps out 17 a lot as well. Super Vegito probably the most in the game. The Superstar would help him out. I mean, it helps out Broly, sure. Helps out Piccolo, also one of the more important superstars in the game because max out Light Grenade, boom, you don't have to worry about leveling up anymore. And Light Grenade will just take lives, take farm, take every damn thing, you know? Superstar helps out Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Superstar the most important with him. Heart's very important. Radius to skill 1. With Bojack, not as important as the other 3 or 4, but it's really good with him. It's good with everybody in general, but there's levels to it. Everyone has different amount of value they get from Superstar. Like with Gotenks, it doesn't really matter. Superstar enables Cell to be a little more aggressive, but it does not help out him getting perfection because you're not going to be meleeing most of the time. You're going to be skill 1, destroying a lot of the minions. You're going to transform late with Cell. Superstar helps him out in doing damage, but as far as getting perfection, no, it does not help him. Superstar helps out Vegeta a lot. Skill 1 Superstar because the skill 1 sucks if it's not maxed out. Boo does not. It does. If you max out a skill 1, it does. Because that CC, that's slow. Man, it's ridiculous. Helps him out a lot. Krillin, not as much as others. Diamond Goku, probably not as much as others. Baby, I don't know because I haven't used them. Trunks, it helps him out a lot because he's weak early game. So, Oop helps out a lot. Anybody that's like super weak early game, it helps out a lot. But I really want to see how Bardock is. I want to know if Bardock will have peel or a lot of damage as a tank. I feel like he's going to have like no defenses as a tank, but more like damage oriented. Who knows? I don't know. I'm very curious about Bardock. That's why I haven't really leveled up tank. I'm stalling. I want to play the game now. So that's pretty much it for the season 3 part 1, 3.13, whatever update this is. I always do 3.1 because the first character for season 3, right? We still got Bardock. We still got Caulifla. Kafla. I always do that. I mix their names up for whatever damn reason. I call Kale Kafla, Kale, and Caulifla Kafla.